How are you?
Yeah,
Yes,
this
good,
is
good,
my
continue.
my brother. Yeah.
Yes, brother.
So so
Hello, hello, hello.
yeah. So we can start now.
Okay,
Can,
no
can, can.
problem.
Can, brother.
Uh,
No problem.
no problem. Even, you can start right now. I, even.
Okay, okay.
So, guy,
Just
you have any question? Can ask directly. Thank you.
okay. Just for, let me do the recordings here.
Uh, gold, Ordian trading.
Um,
Please mute your mic, na. The sound is behind side.
Recording in progress.
okay, hi, good afternoon, everyone. Can you guys hear my voice? Is
Yes,
that
brother. Yes, 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 yes.
okay?
Yes,
Good,
good afternoon.
good afternoon. All right. So, okay, welcome to today's presentation. It's a bit new, and before I start, I just wanted to ask, have any of you participate in projects like Olympus style?
Yes,
Have
yes, brother.
any of
Yes,
you?
yes, 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 yes.
Yes, sir. Okay. So before I start, this presentation is a little bit different from what you've been listening, you know, all the time. Where you go to a place, they will just start saying, "Okay, what are we? What we do and stuff." But here is where I'm gonna start in a different way. We will let you know what happened in the market right now. What are the issues and why we? Okay. So let's begin. First, let us look at the five core questions of V3 and ARK overview. Now, how do we actually determine whether a project, okay, is DeFi project or is it worth participating in? Okay. So before we participate in any project, we need to clarify two core questions. A lot of the users, okay, they just want something. They just want the platform is safe, is secure. That's it. Okay. So we need to know, is it secure? Is it sustainable? That is the most important thing. Is it sustainable? No matter how safe is it, but it can't sustain, it won't last long. Okay. So this is why, okay, the five core tests every single platforms in terms of security, in terms of sustainability. Okay, we need to know whether the liquidity pool is it locked. Okay, the token contract is open source. Okay, with the treasury, is it management via multi-sign? Okay, or transparent? And for sustainability wise, are they using any smart contracts like EM, like RBS? So without further ado, let us delve in here. Now, first, we look at the five fundamental questions security breakdown. This is where most of us met before. Okay, and this is also what we don't want to meet anymore, which is LP. So LP locking, is it important? Yes, it is. A LP which is not locked, which means today you put money into that LP, tomorrow everything in that LP could be gone in split second. Okay, so this is why most of us we met this issue. We join a project today and then tomorrow the project is gone. This is what I meant by LP lock is very, very important over here. Okay. And apart from that, there is a thing called front running. Okay. Front running means that most of the platforms in beginning, the developer themselves, they will need to buy in tokens. So when they buy in tokens, they bring up the price, like you can see on the right hand side over here. They bring up the price of the token until maybe like from $1 become $100. But we as participants, we are the one that buying at the price of $1. $100. So when we buy at $100, they will start selling from their stocks that they are keeping. Okay, this is what we call front running, and this is very, very common. No matter LP is not locked and front running, it happens all the time. Okay, so the second security breakdown question is the token contract open source? Now, a lot of platforms they start to evolve. Okay, instead of building the liquidity pool like how we used to do, okay, they have treasury, they have this minting process. Okay, so when in terms of minting process, this is the second question comes in. The contract, the token contract, is it open source? When I say it's not open source, what does it mean? Okay, which means the developer themselves, okay, they can do something like this. in the beginning, they tell you we have a total supply of 1 million, okay, or maybe 10 million. But initially, they have total supply of 100 million. This is what we don't know. Okay, this is what we don't know. And this is why sometimes when we participate in any platforms, okay, we met something like this. Let me bring out my pen over here. Okay, we met something like this. The community member keep on increasing, more and more people joining, but the price will never go up. The price always fluctuate like that. Why? Because this is the main reason. They tell you we have total 10 million supply, but initially they supply 100 million. So whenever the community market bring up the price, they sell over here, they sell over here, they sell over here, they sell over here, without us knowing why. Because their token contract is not open source. So when it's not open source, which means they can mint extra token without us knowing. So this is way more important, okay, than what we know just now. LP lock is just nothing. Okay, front running is just nothing. But this one, this is the main thing, and this is the trend right now. A lot of the projects have this issue. Okay, recently. Okay, so how can we check or identify whether a token contract is open source? We can check through this link over here. So of course, in the coming future, we can give you guys training. Okay, how to check through online, and then what are the address you need to copy in the paste. Okay, so this is the second problem. Now the third one, where I will be talking about treasury. Now a lot of the projects now, they have their treasury system, but we need to know this treasury, okay, managed by who? Okay, is it the developer who are managing it, or is it a multi-signature treasury? Okay, when I speak about multi-signature, which means it is a governance through DAO, through the community by voting. So I believe most of you participate in projects like they're telling you we have DAO. How are we able to participate in voting? Very simple. The moment you own the tokens of the platform, you are the shareholder and you have the rights to do voting. Am I right? Okay, but in here, in Treasury, you are not only vote, but the community themselves, they are able to participate in the multi-signature process. So what do I mean by multi-signature? Most of the project, okay, the Treasury all signed by the developer themselves, which means developer can change anytime as they want. But in here, the real treasury when it comes to DAO, the person who signed is not the developer, it's you, is the user. Okay, this is why maybe we have 100 community members and then everyone vote. Okay, everyone vote to make changes, and if among these 100 people, maybe we'll pick 5 to 7 people to do this signature. So it's random. It will not be like fixed every time. It's the same person who do it. So of course, how to check whether a treasury is it multi-sign? We can use this website over here. So of course, we have more tutorials and training courses which will be teaching you how to check. Yeah. Okay, so of course, first, second, and third, whatever we heard just now is more towards the safety of the user. So, like I said, only safety is not enough. We need to know how to sustain. Sustainability is very important. It's just like we are building a house. No matter how good you build the foundation, okay, if you are not using a good materials, okay, eventually the house will collapse as well. Okay, so this is where we're gonna see the structural sustainability breakdown. Now, we knows that, okay, previously they are a terms that we use in DeFi products where they call the strong product, okay, and minimize team reliance. Simple to understand, what DeFi really wanted to do is they want to make their product really, really strong, but in terms of letting people who control it, they want everything to control by smart contracts. So here are a few examples like we can see. Uni, AAVE, YFI, or Link. Okay, these are very famous platforms. But what they met last time is before year 2021. Okay, they been through a lot of bullish and bearish market, and then their price is like roller coaster fluctuating badly. Okay, until the year 2021, they found something called algorithmic non-stable coins. Okay, now this is also the trend right now. Okay, this is also the trend right now. Before we understand about algorithmic non-stable coin, I believe most of you know what is stable coin, right? Okay, including USDT, including USDC, USDE, and so on. Okay. However, for non-stable coin, you guys also familiar like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, like Solana, all these are non-stable coins. But what is algorithmic non-stable coin and what does this platform wanted to achieve? Okay, so what they wanted to achieve, like what I say, previously, we are the people that build liquidity pool. But when there are some negative news, people will take out everything from the liquidity pool. So this is why previously the price of the token is like roller coaster. Okay, however, in here, in algorithmic non-stable coin, instead we build the liquidity pool, we let the protocol, we let the so-called smart contracts to do everything. So this is where POL comes in, protocol own liquidity. Now, this liquidity is owned by the protocol, which means the smart contract. What they able to achieve is through an algorithm, okay, through a calculation to calculate. Therefore, instead of the prices like that, instead of the prices like roller coaster, we have a more stable price, okay, for it to climb to heights up. Okay, so this is where there is a very, very famous platform recently that most of us know. Okay, it's called the Olympus DAO. Okay, now first of all, what Olympus DAO wanted to achieve? Okay, they wanted to build a central bank, but instead a traditional central bank, what they wanted to do is a on-chain central bank. Now, we know that what does central bank do? They issue currency. Okay, they issue notes when the market need it. Okay, when there is inflation, the second thing they'll do, okay, they will do control. They will increase interest rate. Okay, they will decrease interest rate. So, example, OHM, they wanted to do the same thing. Okay, but how? Okay, but how? Okay, so this is where we can see actually Olympus DAO, they started from V1 version. Now they have already evolved into V3. Later I will explain about this V1 and V3, what's the difference, and why most of the platform right now is under V1 version. Okay, so how Olympus DAO does that? Okay, this is where the fourth core question, and is this is all about the structural, the sustainability. Okay, now the first thing, they have EM. We call emission model, or we can also know it as emission manager. Okay. Now, emission manager, it is a smart contract. Okay. It is a smart contract over here. Now, in the traditional central bank, we know that they issue currency. Okay. In here, EM is the one that do the token issuance. They are the one that issue tokens based on the supply and demand of the market. So which means they won't issue anytime. Okay. They only will based on the supply and demand. Then the second thing what EM can do, this is very, very crucial, which is what we call the effective price support. Now, effective price support, we can understand it like there is a floor price for the token. Like the previous, you see, like non-stable coin over here, there is no floor price at all. The price can go up suddenly and can go down suddenly. Maybe you join at the highest point and then suddenly you just lost everything here. But in EM, okay, there will be a floor price. Of course, there is a calculation how we calculate floor price. Okay, it depends on the total asset, like the money in liquidity pool and the money in treasury and the total token supply. Okay, divided by the total token supply. For example, if there is $70 million in the liquidity pool, 30 million in the treasury, and in total, how much? 100 million. Okay, 100 million divided by total token supply, for example, 10 million tokens, which means you will get the floor price of $10. Now, we look at here. Imagine if the price of the token is at $50 and there will be a floor price of $10, which means if you join at the price of $50. When the price fall, okay, you won't be go down to zero immediately. Okay, you won't be going down to zero immediately. But of course, when the price of the token goes up, the floor price will increase as well. When the current price drop, the floor price will drop as well. So there is a margin. Okay, there is a margin between for you as a user to have what we call the safety for our capital. Okay, so this is what EM do, and then this is what EM actually achieves. Okay, now we know that OHM, they have EM to do the token issuance over here. So how are they able to control? Okay, how are they able to stabilize the market? Here is the fifth one we call RBS. RBS is also known as range bound stability. Now, range bound stability we can understand in this way. Yeah, we just look on the left hand side here. If we also can call it as the dual pull mechanism. This is the traditional market. Okay, where we as the market here, we compare with the central bank. When there is no money in the market, central bank will what? Issue. They will print money to the market, to the people. So people start buying things, okay, to bring up the entire market situation. But when people overbought, okay, keep on buying and buying and buying, what happened? Inflations. So inflations happen, what bank will do? Bank will increase the interest rate. This is where we will put our money back into the bank. Am I right? Okay, to get more profits. Same goes to here. What RBS actually do? Okay, this is RBS. Now, RBS in terms of market, we are the LP. And then the central bank is called the treasury. In treasury, instead we have only money, we also have token. So how they collaborate, how does this dual pool mechanism works? Okay, very simple. Okay, listen carefully. When the price of token increase, okay, price of token increase, which means the demand increase. Am I right? Price of token increase, which means more people want the token because there's a value. So when there is a value, there is a demand. When demand increase, treasury will sell their tokens to the market. Treasury will sell their tokens into the market. So when the price of the token goes down, which means the demand become less. However, the supply increases. Okay. So when there is too much token in the market, what happened? Just now, treasury sell tokens to the market. Treasury get money. Okay, money back to treasury. So when the price goes down, okay, there are too much token in the market. Treasury will take money to buy back the tokens. So this is why in RBS, in Treasury, they have USDT, they have token. Okay, they have two of this. So I will just put a scenario over here. What actually RBS wanted to do is not to just control. Okay, it's not just to control the price. The main thing is the RBS is to prevent the sudden spike up of price. Just imagine the price suddenly from 30 spike up to 50. Okay, so when the sudden price spike up, this is where RBS triggers. They will sell tokens into the market. Same goes to here when the price suddenly from 46 drop down to 36. So RBS will buy tokens from the market and burn them. Okay, and burn them. The main purpose of RBS is what? Instead of only prevent roller coaster happen. Okay, the main thing is RBS wants us to actually earn, for user actually to earn in different areas. Why? Just imagine meme coin. Meme coin, their graph is like this roller coaster. Do you even have the chance to actually buy or sell? Don't really. Okay, but what RBS really can do, they have more gap for the people to actually earn, okay, or to sell. Okay, so this is why RBS is so important in terms of regulating, in terms of controlling. And this is why OHM can sustain, Olympus DAO can sustain until today. So back to here, what is the difference between V1 and V3? Okay, this is very important. What is the difference? So here, let me just share another screen over here. I will just draw it out for you. easy to understand. Okay. Now, V1 is what are the most platforms or projects that we know right now in the market. I don't want to mention any of them, but as we all know, they all are suffering the same thing. Okay, what is V1? Simple to understand. They also known as the $1 base price support. Okay, base price $1. This is V1. So just imagine the price of OHM in the beginning hikes up to the highest is about 1,400. Okay, if you enter maybe at this range of $800, let me ask you, does this $1 actually helpful? Not really. Okay, not really. Some because previously people thinks that instead of like people will think $1 base price is good. Why? No matter how I won't fall to like 0.1 or 0.01, people will think like this is good. But let me just tell you, when the price of the token goes up like this range over here, and then you participate in here, price go up, of course they will turn down sometimes. So when drop back down to $1, is it still a thing for you? A good base price? No, eventually you lost 799 over here. So this is the biggest issue of V1. Okay, this is not only this. Okay, this is the first issue. The second issue of V1 is their treasury. Okay, their treasury. They have only money in treasury. They do not have tokens. So when treasury have money, what they can do? They can only do one thing. When the price of the token fall, they use money to buy it back up. Okay. But when you buy it back up, you don't have tokens to sell to generate more money. Eventually the price will fall again. And then you buy again, and then fall again, and you buy again. So what happened to the treasury at the end of the day? The money in the treasury will only become lesser and lesser and lesser until one day it will become zero. So when there is no money in the treasury, how does the treasury pay out to you? So this is why we can see in the market situation right now, V1 projects, they all are suffering in the same scenario right now, which is their prices keep on falling. If you notice, okay, and I don't mention which platform, if you notice, most of the V1 projects is suffering this issue. However, why V3 can sustain? Okay, and why I wanted to share V3 because the projects that you are going to participate is using this V3. Okay, so V3 very simple. We have liquidity pool, we have treasury, okay, and then in treasury we have both money, we have both okay, we have both money and we have both tokens. So this is why we can do the dual mechanism. We sell token for money, and then we can use this money to buy tokens. So it's an endless loop. So this is why we won't face issue like this. We only buy back, we only buy back, and we only buy back. Eventually, there will only become lesser and lesser money. However, with this, if we sell tokens, we get money. So the treasury will have money inside. Okay, so it is more safety. So this is why our product, our brand is called ARK. Okay, ARK DeFi. Okay, this is our product, this is our brand. And what we wanted to do is also a V3 project. Just like how Olympus, okay, Olympus started from V1 and evolved themselves into V3. And this is why they sustain, okay, they sustain like how many years? 21st to now 25, 4 years already. Okay, 4 years already. So this is why ARK DeFi is working on a V3 project. And how we able to do this? This is where he comes in, Mr. Camelo Ippolito. Okay, now he is one of our key figure. Okay, Camelo, he himself, okay, he is the renowned DeFi architect specializing in modular governance, okay, design, and he participated in the initial architecture of Olympus DAO. So this is why we are able to do V3. He is the person that helps us to develop this. Okay, and he is also the core model like POL. He brings in POL, and he is the one that calls out this 3-3 theory. Okay, so we have Carmelo as our tech team. He is the one that helps us to build up this. So of course we can check their personal profile, their blog, okay, related news. All of this we can check online, even in his own X, okay, his Twitter. He is tweaking, okay. He is talking about ARK. Okay, we can check in his Twitter. All right. So other than Carmelo, the next one who back us up is this. Okay, top global institution is called Morgan Crest. Now, Morgan Crest falls under the Morgan family, including JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley. Okay. Now, they are an entity that focuses on AI projects. They invested over $30 million in AI projects. Okay, here, $30 million in AI projects, including Lido, Frax, Parachain, Bitenso, and also us, ARK defi. Okay, so in future, ARK will move into an AI era where we will have more than 50 AI that we can help you in terms of academy, in terms of customer service, in terms of wealth management, and so on. So of course, if I'm back to here, actually we can see, okay, right over here. Okay, hang on. Okay, so these are the news, okay, by KOL. Okay, news about ARK DeFi, the collaboration with Morgan Crest. Okay, and also here you see in this website we can see Coin Telegraph stated the collaboration between us and Morgan Crest. Okay, so until here, any questions that you guys wanted to ask before I move on?
Yes, brother. Myself is Mr. V.
Recording stopped.
Sorry.
Yeah, myself, Mr. V from India, Mumbai.
Oh,
And
hi,
it's
hi,
quite,
hi, hi, hi.
yeah, Ivan. Yeah, it's quite very, very impressive, brother. I heard each every word to you. Very nice, brother.
Thank you so
So,
much.
in the market, definitely, there are few projects. We also not take the names, but we know very well the
Mhm.
price is today's scenario is definitely they are a decrease on decrease every time, always.
Yes.
And second, one project is going great, great, brother, great, very nice.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. Any other questions like from Mr.
No,
Gold?
yeah, yeah. I don't have any questions. Yeah, please. Anyone has, please can ask.
Mhm.
Patrick, you have any question or not? That means like the whole structure of the platform.
Nothing, but I think it's quite in terms of open source and transparency lah. I think that is one thing that we can see that this is what the platform can give to the market confidence in terms of transparency. So also let me digest a bit on this, and I think we'll put on further discussion
Mhm.
when we have a next session
Mhm.
again. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. Of course, because what we wanted to do is fully decentralized project. So this is why instead of people who are managing it, we let smart contracts to do all by themselves. Okay. So if
This is very
that's
new.
Mhm.
And
And
this
it's
is very new.
this is
Yeah.
very new, and it's a little bit complicated as well because I've been spoken to a lot of markets. Okay, it's hard for them to understand, and then take time for them to actually to digest it, to understand it. But of course,
Yeah,
from time to time, keep on listening, and then you guys will familiar with it.
we'll take the session of technical sessions. We will definitely require.
Yep, yep,
And
yep.
this project
Okay.
from where we can say, how we can say with this project from where?
This project is decentralized finance. So when in terms of DeFi project, there is no such a base. So you need to know who is the one that built up the projects, who is the tech team. So like Carmelo Ippolito, he is the one.
Correct. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, got it.
Okay. So no matter where we go, as long as we have our our computer, we have our mobile phone. This is DeFi. We can do
Correct.
anything anywhere.
Correct,
Okay.
brother. Correct, brother.
All right. So yeah. So before we end this discussion here, I just wanted to share a little bit about affiliates to all of you.
Yeah,
Is that okay?
please, please.
Because the most important thing is still we are here to actually earn money.
Yes, brother.
Okay.
Yes.
So I will
Okay,
just
okay.
share the front part over here. Okay. Because here is a little bit confusing. I will just share the front part here. Now, how to participate? Very simple. Okay. You can choose either bond staking or you can choose, sorry, you can choose bond staking or you can buy token from the exchange. Okay. So no matter bond or buy token, minimum is $100. Okay. For bond staking, there is a benefit which there will be discount, and then you are only able to do staking for fixed term 30, 90, 100, and 360. So for example, if you stake for 360 days, every day you'll be getting about 1% in a year, up to 37 times based on compounding, 37 times. However, for this, there will be no discount. But if you buy token and then you stake it, there is something called flexible staking. Every day about 0.6%. After 24 hours, you can take out everything. So let me just make a small comparison over here. Bond between bond and buy from the exchange. Let's say if the price of token is at, okay, token price is at $10. Right. Now, if I buy bond, okay, I have discount maybe 20%. Okay, maybe 20% discount. If I buy from the exchange, there will be no discount. It will based on the market price. Okay, so just imagine if I want to buy $10,000 worth of token at the price of I just put $1. Okay, I just put $1. Easier to calculate. Okay, $1. So if I want to buy $10,000 worth of token at the price of $1, with this discount, how much token I can get? I can get 12,000 tokens. But if I buy it from exchange, we need to know the price won't be $1. It could be $2. It could be $3. Okay. So let's say if the price is at like $3, and then with $10,000, how much token I can get? Maybe I get about 8,000. Maybe. Okay. Rough figure. 8,000 tokens. So you just see difference between this is about 4,000 tokens. So this is why bond is more worth it. Okay, bond is more worth it compared to buying from the exchange. Okay, but of course, if you have some candidates or you have some people who wanted to do flexible staking, they can go for this. Okay, so this is the first thing, passive income. Hang on, I think someone came in. Okay, so this part clear, yeah, passive income.
Yes, brother.
Yes, okay.
Okay, now next active income here, the first one. This is direct referrals. What does it mean? Today you refer someone directly, only directly, okay? You can get 10% from their ROI. Get what I mean? So if they generate 1,000 today, you get 10%, which is 100. And this 100 will be given to yours, given to you. So this direct referral bonus, okay, the more direct referrals you have, the more 10% you can get. Simple as that. Okay, so this is the first dynamic bonus. Okay, now the second one is here. We call it ranking. Okay, in total, 13 ranks here, S1 to S13. So of course, every single ranking, they have their requirements here. So for example, if you want to achieve S1, you yourself, okay, the top one need to have at least 100. And then with the small leg total sales of 5,000, small leg. Okay, not including the big leg, only the small leg. And you need to have at least 2 direct referrals. So which means like that, at least 2, and then here is like 5,000. So let's say if here is 5,000 as well, and then you are now achieve S1. Okay, so when you reach S1, you can get 5 to 10% from whatever generated below you. 5 to 10%. Okay, so of course S2 the requirement will be higher, the amount you can get will be getting higher as well. Okay, so this is all about the rank bonus. Now, of course, rank bonus here there's another thing, which is the same rank and the different rank. Okay, now same rank you can get 2 peers. However, for the different rank you only can get 1 level. So same rank 2 level 10%, different rank 1 level 5%. What does it mean? Simple. Today, let's say this is you S1, and then your friend became S1, and this fellow become S1. So whatever his team generated ROI, you're able to get 10%. Same goes to here, 2 levels. Okay, so for the different rank, you only can get 1 rank higher, which means if he is S2, you can get whatever from the ROI 5%. Okay, but if he's S3, you can't get anything anymore. Only 1 rank higher. Okay, so until here, any question?
Yeah, I have question. The please open the slide. Yeah, okay, okay. I understand the S1. The minimum holding is 100 and 5,000 from the say smaller leg
Yeah,
and
smaller leg.
two valid address. But 5 to 10% is just how it's calculated? 5% or 10%? How it's calculated?
Okay, you still remember I mentioned EM just now?
Yes,
EM based on what? Based on supply and demand, right?
yes, 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 yes.
Yes. So this 5 to 10% is based on the EM calculation. If there is enough supply and demand, okay, this is why they need to regulate. Like most of the platform, they have like fixed 10%,
Hmm,
20%,
hmm.
30%. This is what we call sometimes the overpay. Because there is no such thing like EM to actually calculate how much you have to do the payout. So if you don't have enough payout, but you still need to pay so much, so this is why a lot of the platform having a big problem. And here
Understood.
EM do all the calculation. So this is why there will be a fluctuation of 5 to 10%.
Okay. Is that withdrawal? Is there any mechanism for withdrawal or simple withdrawal?
Yes. Oh,
Okay,
okay.
go
If
ahead.
you guys wanted to know that, I will carry on because
Go ahead, go ahead.
withdrawal is all about here.
Hmm.
Okay. So okay, now we know the first dynamic, the second dynamic. This is the
Ranking.
third dynamic. Okay, the third dynamic which is yield contribution. Now, simple to understand this. Automatically settle every 12 hours. Okay,
Hmm,
you need
hmm.
to be at least S1 and higher, and the reward you get from here is based on 5 to 10% of the network daily total token yield. Okay, so every day the total token yield 5 to 10% will be shared to this will be shared to this reward over here. So this reward very simple to understand. I put in a layman term, as long as you have new small leg sales, you are entitled. Okay, so the calculation the equation is very simple. First, based on your personal coefficient. What does personal coefficient means? Which means you, the first one, if you invest 100 to 999, okay, your personal coefficient is 0.8. If it's the highest 10k to 15k, your personal coefficient is 1. Okay, so if let's say 10k and here will be 1. Now, this one multiply by what? Multiply by this. This is your new small leg sales. Okay, divided by the entire network. So everyone's small leg sales. Okay, and so your personal coefficient multiply by this and multiply by the 5 to 10% I mentioned just now. So this is the third reward that you can get. Okay, but just imagine this 5 to 10%. I will just show here. Just imagine if let's say we have like 500k. in a day to share. Is it a lot? Yes, but just imagine what if it's 5 mil or 50 mil a day to actually share. The amount you can get here is massive. The amount you can get here is actually massive. Okay, and this new sales you need to understand. New sales doesn't mean like this. Okay, doesn't mean that today the people you bring in is called new sales. The people underneath you, as long as it's in your small leg, they bring in any new sales is considered your new sales as well. Okay, the new sales they bring in is considered your new sales as well. As long as all falls under where? Your small leg. That's it.
Hmm.
Okay? All right. So, and just hang on. Okay. So, until here, any question?
No
Until
question,
here,
brother.
until
No.
no, yeah. Okay. So now I'll speak about the withdrawal part. Now, there will be a reward exit mechanism for your dynamic bonus only, which means your active reward. Okay? Passive, there will be no exit mechanism. So what does it mean? Let's say if today your active is 10K, okay, there will be a 5x exit reward, which means 50K. Now, every day you get your dynamic will cut from here 1,000, 900, 2,000, 3,001, for example, until this 50K becomes zero, and then you need to reinvest in order for you to get this 5x again. You can choose not to, but of course, if you have a big team under you, why not? Because you will be getting this more and more every day, which means you will be exiting faster and faster every day. Okay, so this is the dynamic exit reward. Okay, can I move on? Any
Yes,
question in
brother.
this one?
No,
Okay,
fine. Five
all right.
capping. Yeah.
5 capping. So now I will speak. We start speaking about withdrawals. So just imagine if I want to withdraw 1,000 over here. Okay, today, the first day I made 1,000. 1,000. I want to withdraw. Before I withdraw, there is a time frame for me to release it. So you can choose from here. Immediate, 10 days, 20, 30, or 60 days. So of course, 60 days there will be no burning at all. If 20 days there will be if immediate there will be a 20% burning, which means if you want to take out 1,000 immediately, you need to burn 20%. Okay, if you don't want, you can just choose like 60 days. Okay, to release every day is about 16.6. Okay, every day release until you release 1,000. Okay, so this one can understand.
It means 60 $1,000 divided by 60 days, correct? 16.6.
Yeah, 16.16. Yes, if you
Divide,
1,000
divide. Okay.
divide by 60 days, every day you'll be getting 16.16.
Okay.
16.6.
For
Okay.
60 days. Okay.
Yes. Okay. So of course, remember 60 days there will be no burning fee required. Okay.
Got it.
So of course, every day I get 16.6. Can I withdraw? Yes, you can withdraw. You doesn't need to wait until you get total 1,000 to withdraw as once. Okay. And every day, even though you get 16, you get 100, you get 50, you can withdraw. So here, before you withdraw, you need to do one more thing, which is turbo swap unlock. Okay. So imagine if I have already released all 1,000 out. Okay. For me to withdraw this 1,000, first, I need to have money in my token pocket. Okay. To buy our token. So just imagine if the price of the token is at $1, I need to use $1,000 to buy 1,000 token in order for me to withdraw all of this up. So bear with me. Don't get it wrong. This 1,000 is actually to prove to me telling that you can have, okay? You have the rights to get back this 1,000. So you prove it to me. Once you prove, you can withdraw this and this together, both together. Okay. So don't get me wrong. Like maybe a lot of people will think like today I need to withdraw 1,000. I need to put in another 1,000. No, no, no. This is just to prove me. So once you prove it to me, you can withdraw both together. Okay, you can withdraw both together. Okay, so of course, if you want to withdraw both together, there will be a 2.5% processing fee. Okay, processing fee. And this is where the platform earns this 2.5%. And it is also the lowest among most of the platform right now. Okay, so my suggestion is what? The amount you want to withdraw, okay, you withdraw. For here, this 1,000, you can choose not to withdraw. You can actually keep it until the next withdrawal. You can just reuse it again and again and again and again and again. You can always reuse it. So you don't have to like keep on repeating the same thing. You need to use USDT in your token pocket to buy. You just buy
Correct,
once,
correct.
put,
Nice one.
and then you leave it there. Yes. So that you see you can save 2.5%. Instead of you need to pay 5%, here you only 2.5%.
Yeah, 2.5% as well as when we go the swapping, there is also some charges, brother.
Oh, that one is maybe you use BNB.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this we can't control. This is gas fee.
Okay, okay, fine, fine. Yes, 100%. Okay, agree, agree.
Yes. Okay. So that's it. Any question?
No, no question. We will, Patrick and Sean, Sean brother, Patrick.
Yes, brother. Yes, brother.
Yeah, yeah. Very nice, brother. This thing is very nice, really. It's a new version, in new version for this DAO system.
Yes, it's a new version.
Plan is different. Plan is also different. Withdrawal process is also different. So money will be staked. So it's looking like it's a long-term project, brother. Very nice.
Yes, yes, yes.
And
But
transparency
Yeah,
also is there.
yeah. This is the similar. That means like the Aladdin DAO is the same, lah. But maybe it's transparency. The one is quite strong, already. Yeah.
Correct, 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 correct.
Yeah,
So you just speak with the concerned person for our Indian market, brother, and definitely we will start. When it will start, 15th August, correct?
Now we plan. Okay, I think should be by 20 to end of August.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So there will
And
be still more time for Mr. V here to bring in your
yes,
members. Yes.
yes, brother, yes. So registration will be start?
No. I heard about the leaders. They need to attend the classes first, right?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So when you tell me when we will get one first Zoom meeting for my side, my leaders as well as technical, and how we can start. Sean, please brief me all this support system for me. Maximum, you know.
No. I heard from the company will let the team leader to attend the classes. Okay.
Yep.
After that, then they need to test. Correct or not?
Okay. There will be
Okay.
a training course, but of course I understand, Mr. V, you are from India.
Mm,
Okay, and we need to arrange because for you to actually travel here takes times also. Okay,
mm,
and then we need to arrange like how many people you are bringing. Okay, who are the
mm.
candidates? Because in order to buy extra notes from us, okay, you will need to participate in our training course. Of course, this training course we will teach you everything from top to toe. Okay, from head to toe, we will teach you
Mhm,
like how to check and so and speak more details about ARK, the system. Like what you listen just now is all about EM, is all about RBS. We have
mm,
YRF, we have MCL, we have RCM. We still have
mm.
a lot of things for you to learn. So this is why the training session is so important. But no worries, this one I can talk to Mr. Vin, and then let's see how to arrange, and then we will get back to you soon as possible.
Yes, brother. Thank you. Okay, fine,
Yeah.
fine, fine.
Okay.
Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Yvonne, brother. Thank you very
Okay,
much.
okay, okay, okay. Thank you,
Okay.
everybody.
Bye, bye.
Yeah,
Okay.
Take
yeah.
care.
I think it's
Good session. Good session.
all knows already. Yeah.
Okay. So of course the sharing I can share to all of you later. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Please
can,
send the
can.
recording.
Please, brother.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.